Jeff Roberts, Magnolia Hoops here at the Lighthouse Classic. We have Booneville. Coach, if you don't care to introduce yourself and your players for me.
I'm Michael Smith. I'm the head coach of Booneville High School. This is Kedrick Simmons and Elijah Dukes.
Coach, going to start with you here first. Man, that was a feisty team. They were gritty. What did you have to tell your guys to kind of lock them in and get them locked in there?
I don't think there's anything to say it. I think it's the way they played. I think that the team, they came out and did a great job and hit shots, and they really put us on our heels, especially early in the game. I think it forced us to really make some changes in what we were trying to do and really get more focus and more effort. We probably didn't start as well as we should have.
You kind of touched on what I was going to say. I mean, I think, Elijah came out and hit some really, really big third quarter shots. I mean, just talk about his game tonight.
Kedrick draws so much attention.
Yeah, and he hit a lot of big shots all night, too.
You can't. He kept us in the game for a long time, and you can't win any kind of game of magnitude with one player. You have to have somebody else that can open up the floor. And they laid off him a lot, and he hit some really good shots and really sprung us, especially in that stretch where we went from down 4 and then we were up 12, 13 in the stretch there.
I know he's not up here with you, but Dalton had 10 assists. Kedrick, talk about, Dalton sharing the ball with you guys and how helpful it is.
I mean, it's really just team chemistry. We all been playing together for years, so we just know how to play with each other and know how to get up open shots.
Yeah. Elijah, talk about your game tonight. I thought, you really came out firing in the second half, especially.
Yeah, no, I thought I played really good. My teammates did a good job finding me and getting me open shots.
Elijah, I want to talk to you about the shots you took. Man, you was 5 out of 7. That's high percentage from outside. You was getting some really good looks. How was you feeling when you was just taking them?
Yes, sir. I was feeling good. I was trusting in the work that I put in on my craft.
Kedrick, come over here to you. What is it like to have some bang shooters like that? You're a bang shooter yourself, but other guys that could actually stretch the floor and help you out.
Really, since I've been in high school, I've had people on my team that can shoot the ball. And when we lost them, we were looking for somebody to come in and replace them. And I think Elijah Dukes, and we got some more shooters on the team also. And I think they do a good job of doing their job quick.
What do you think you guys can use to build off this one? I mean, I think, like you said, I think you guys started out slow and then really came alive there.
We just kind of flying by seat of the pants right now. We've played 6 games and practiced about 3 times with everybody. That's never good. And we're just trying to figure out some stuff as we go, what we can do, what we cannot do. We got some football guys that play critical roles in the second half that we're trying to make sure that we can do things that they understand what we're doing. I'm trying to get everybody on the same page. And, we got to get better defensively. We had a lot of breakdowns, especially with screening us and just not very well coached in those areas. I have to do a better job of getting ready to play. They're really intelligent. These two did a great job against the 1-3-1, getting in the corners. That's the area that they kind of give you. And I didn't feel like watching them on film that they played anybody that could exploit that in those corners. And I didn't think they adjusted to that when we put them two in the corners. First half, when they went to 1-3-1, we did not have them both in the corner, ran at the top a lot. And finally, in the second half, got them down to the bottom, where you had to go 2 of them, and it made a major difference.
Yeah, and obviously the defense got better too, because when y'all had that big run there, I would say y'all held them scoreless for 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, we had to go to the trap. We had to speed them up. We were playing right into their hands, and from a tempo standpoint. And, when we went to the trap, they had their 3 best ball handlers out above the top of it, so they didn't really have anybody on the back that could finish. So it really allowed us to really put pressure on the top, keep people in front of them, and kind of flip the momentum of the game.
Mike, I want to touch on the schedule you've got this year. Part of it's, I'm sure you've designed it, built it like that. I know some of us, because this is hard for you guys to find somebody to play you around the area too, but you have one of the toughest schedules in the state. How do you think that's going to help you guys coming down the end?
Well, I think it's a shame, first of all, that when I first started coaching, all of us wanted to play the best teams to see where we were at. And now that don't happen. And I think it's a shame. But there's a lot of rivalries that mean a lot to a lot of communities in these areas that we can't get those games. And I think it is a shame. It's a shame that we've gotten to a point that we're afraid to play up, or whatever excuse you want to make. I think that's a shame. I think it's going to benefit us. I don't think they can say that these kids are doing this against a 1A or 2A school who played anybody below a 5A school yet. We've consistently played 5, 6, and 7A's. We play Tupelo next week, go to New Hope, Tupelo told me our schedule's harder than theirs. So we're playing anybody that we can get games with. I think we've lost a couple games, but I mean, I think that's fine. I think those are lessons you learn to get better from it. We hope by the back end of who we're having to play versus who some potential opponents are going to play is going to be a daylight and dark difference for us. We hope so.
We saw it last year.
We did, and it's even harder this time. I mean, who we're having to play.
Definitely.
But you got a little more experience this year.
We do.
So that-
We have some in some areas, but we don't in areas too. And I think that's been the biggest probably benefit to it is we know what Kedrick's going to do and Dalton's going to do, but we didn't know what Elijah was going to do. And this has forced him to make plays in really big games. It's a big difference in playing in a game that don't mean anything on a Tuesday against an opponent that you're way ahead of versus somebody like this or Jasper, Alabama Tuesday night or Florence, Alabama or those quality opponents.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.